The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello and welcome everybody. Ernie Johnson and my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports. And at this point in the season, some key storylines have already captured all of our attention. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. A good roll continuing right now for the Warriors. They've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. Fellas, Steve Kerr has done amazing things with the Warriors in his short tenure as the head coach. How has he taken this team from good to all-time great?
Well, think about this, Ernie. He has great assistant coaches. Last year, he had Alvin Gentry, who was head coach last year, Luke Walton. Great job. Good working relationship with the players. They seem to love him, not like him, but love him.
And they love him because he's honest. He talks to them about playing time and expectations. So when game time comes, there ain't no surprises. Guys love honesty.
And it helps when you got a player like Steph Curry. You know what I like to say about Steph? He makes it look effortless.
And one more thing about Steve Kerr and his honesty.
Yeah.
Before I got traded, he called me and told me.
Yeah.
Honesty.
No, that would
right up front.
That would have been like
Yeah,
backstabbing. He traded you.
Nah, but he called me and told me.
Yeah.
Backstabbing.
You like that as a player.
Honesty.
No, honesty. That's great.
HONIST. Honesty.
Yeah. EE. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Question.
Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan.
Boys, nice night.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
And so off the tip, it's New York. So the New York starting 5. Melo and Porzingis, the 2 stars at the forward spots. Derrick Rose is out there with Lee. And it's Noah in at the center, locking down the middle. Stolen by Thompson. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Thompson's got the opening field goal of the game for the Warriors. Golden State on D. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
That's what you hope to see every game. When it all comes together like that, it's really fun to watch.
And for Carmelo Anthony, one thing that he doesn't get enough credit for is, Greg, his rebound.
And Melo's never been a bad rebounder, but in the past few seasons, you can see he's emphasized that more active in terms of closing out on possessions, has a great base and wide shoulders to secure position on the box out.
Picked by Pachulia. Durant kicks to Curry. Almost, but it rolls out. So it's the Knicks now. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
Well, at the end of the day, these guys are professionals. They are used to going on the road and finding a way to get it done.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks. And as David provided the details, guys, the way they plan to attack defensively will be key early on, won't it?
Absolutely. And if that's the strategy, they've got to be full of energy, full intensity right off the bat.
Their defense has to set the tone of the day for these guys. They have to come out and take away all options.
Feeds it to Pachulia. And there's the pass to Green. Durant kicks to Pachulia. There's Green with the three. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Beautiful stroke from Draymond, one of the best stretch fours in the game.
Anthony, the pass to Lee. To the middle, Anthony with the screen on Thompson. It's Durant on the wing. And it's Green with the jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Here's Noah. Count it from 12. Noah's got his second basket.
Unconventional form, but he knocked down that mid-range jump shot.
Durant kicks to Green. Curry against Rose. Over in the corner, Pachulia. Durant dishes to Thompson. Misses the three. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Porzingis. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. When you watch Porzingis play out there on the floor, he is just pure excitement. On either end of the floor, you have to expect the unexpected. And watch Greg for big plays because he has been delivering.
He comes up with what I call momentum plays more often than not. The pitching for the huge putback dunk or the block. His style of play is why he became so popular so quickly. And one thing about Kristaps Porzingis, you know he can overcome adversity. I mean, he was booed heavily on draft day for not being the selection the fans wanted. And you know what? Didn't let it bother him and didn't take it personal. All he did was go out and win over every fan of the New York Knicks imaginable. And he made a few more. Just a spectacular rookie campaign. And I just tell you guys, the sky is the limit for this young man.
Now, here's Thompson. A 17-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Deflects the pass. Here's Anthony. Out to Lee. Over Thompson. New York, no good that time either.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
Now here's Durant. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
The mobility of Kevin Durant, showcased right there. So smooth getting to the rim.
And for Porzingis getting booed on draft day, that can leave a sour taste in a lot of players' mouths, but he understood it, and he just uses it as motivation.
Kevin, give him credit. A lot of players may let that distract them or detract from who they are, but not Porzingis. That exciting play, though, quickly won over any critics he may have had.
Yep, that one goes. Curry's got his first basket of the night.
He's as consistent as they come on offense. It's really a luxury to have him on your team.
Rose with the ball. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Noah, the pass to Lee. New York moving it around. Rose can't hit.
What I like there, fantastic defensive rotation. just suffocated him at the point of attack.
Here's Curry with the three. Good as Green picking up the assist. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Stephen Curry, that's a luxury to have a guy that can run off screens and shoot the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And watching Melo, you can just see how his game has grown since when he came into the league. I mean, still as great a scorer as you're going to find, but he's doing so much now in terms of his passing and his defense. I mean, visibly much more of an impact on the floor in other facets. And I think that's a credit to his maturation and the reason why there's some optimism for the Knicks.
And with Melo and seeing his game grow, it's almost like he's putting more trust in his teammates and not going at it alone quite as often.
And when he does need to ISO and take over for possession, he's still effective at it. Melo has always been a good passer, and now he's just trusting his teammates more. Scoring is down a bit, but he's a scarier player to defend.
When you look at Klay Thompson being drafted back in 2011, to pair him up with Stephen Curry, the Warriors essentially have doubled down on three-point shooting. They have two guys that are lights out behind the line.
Now here's Curry. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New Orleans.
And he came up big defensively, too. He nabbed a bunch of steals out there and made them pay for their sloppy passing.
Rose kicks to Anthony. It's to Porzingis. No good on that one. Great D that time from Green. Outside shooting never more important than it is in today's NBA. And Steve, you get the sense that the best shooting backcourt in NBA history was no accident. I mean, this was by design.
Yeah, to go draft two guys that can flat out shoot the basketball. People are saying the best two shooters in the league, and you know what? They might be right.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. Second, the Warriors.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. To the middle, outside for Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got 5.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Porzingis passes to Anthony. Wants to get it to Rose, and does.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And one reason Thompson is such a fantastic offensive player is because he is so good at drawing fouls. With Stephen Curry out, Klay Thompson really stepped up. Had no problem being the first option guy on the offense for the Warriors. He was the team's go-to guy while Steph was out.
That free throw good from Thompson. And for Klay, perhaps the biggest example of him carrying the load, Steve, on offense came last season in the playoffs.
Yes, Klay became the #1 guy, the go-to guy while Stephen Curry was injured. He was putting up about 30 points a game in Curry's absence. There is no doubt that he can legitimately be a #1 option on a team if need be.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Rose kicks to Hardaway. He feeds it to O'Quinn. Noah the screen. O'Quinn with it. Now Green defending. The dish to Rose. McGee with the block.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Knicks trail by 5. Iguodala with the steal. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Hardaway. And Thompson kicks to McGee. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Green, the screen. A shot by Curry, no good.
I like that shot for him, though. Very little defensive pressure. He typically rises up and buries that.
Outside, Anthony. Up top, O'Quinn. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Anthony. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
If you're the defender, you're like, yes, take that shot. I'll play the percentages.
And some changes here for the Warriors. West is checked in for Green. Young comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And here's Young from the arc. It's hauled in by Thomas.
A shot he knows he needs to make when the defense sags off him. Still a little inconsistent from out there. That's not going to get it done.
Warriors leading by 5. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Wow, way off on that one. Here's New York. Thomas dishes to O'Quinn. West with the steal. And the call against Lance Thomas. That's his first foul. Here is Livingston. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. McGee a screen. Off the screen. The offensive rebound. And it's McGee with the jam.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And GA, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
He just never gives up on any play, any shot. He's always battling in the paint. He's one of the best at that position.
And it's the Warriors on the break. Livingston is running. West. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. West has got his first points in this one.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Here's O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Thomas. Great D that time from Iguodala.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
That will be in his head. The next time he comes down the lane, he'll have thoughts about that one.
Warriors leading by 7. And here's Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Young kicks it to West. He dishes it to McGee. Passes to Young. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Knicks trail by 7. Pass to Hardaway. Dishes it to O'Quinn. Here's Baker. And he makes good on the layup. Baker's got his first 2 points of the night. And motivation is such a key component for being a successful coach. Steve, how hard is it, you think, for a coach to consistently connect with his team over the course of the season and a lot of times deliver the same message over and over again?
You know, it's hard. You got to be creative. And I think also you got to build the right culture where guys buy in. But they have to buy into what you're selling. You got to be true to who you are, great character and great trust. And also you can't waver. When the coaches start wavering, players start to see that and feel that.
They know it, don't they?
And it goes south.
They smell blood. They know that a coach is not standing on a solid foundation.
Right.
Here's Hernan Gomez. His last outing, he had 8 points. Hardaway. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And everyone knows that the Knicks have been committed to the triangle offense. Not the easiest offense to run or learn, Greg Anthony, but they are staying with it.
And I think for the foreseeable future, that is going to be the plan. I mean, their roster can work with it, but it hasn't been easy thus far. You wonder if the offense has simply fallen out of favor due to the up-tempo nature of the modern NBA.
And the Warriors certainly a dominant team, but I think what captivates the fans, Steve, just as much as their style of play, ball movement, up-tempo, shots from all over the floor. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. The best shooting backcourt in league history with Curry and Thompson. Like you said, it's the playmaking and intelligence of the players around them that enable them to take full advantage and pick teams apart.
Warriors leading by 3. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's West, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. West has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
There's Baker, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. O'Quinn, the pass to Baker. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Baker's got his second basket of the night. To the middle. Stolen by O'Quinn. Now Hardaway. Taking a look at his stats. He's averaging around 9.5 points a game. There's Baker. There's the feed to O'Quinn. 2 on the clock. That one, no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy.
I think it's another level I can go to. You know, always can be better. That's how I look at things. Teammates need me more than ever now. Coaches need more from me, so I got to dig deep and see where I can find it from.
And with all the weapons around him now, it'll be harder to deny him the ball. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Everyone on the court just has an eye for what the offense is going to do next, and that's beautiful to watch.
On the court for the Knicks, we've got Baker. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Lance Thomas. Then it's Lee, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Picked by West. Shot clock at 6. His first shot coming late. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And New York will come the other way. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Even though they aren't in the same conference, each and every game means something in this league.
Knicks trail by 5. Baker passes to Thomas. Some nice passing by New York here. Good work there as it goes. Baker's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Andre Iguodala has continued to display his versatility throughout his career. He was a former All-Star and, of course, the Finals MVP in 2015 and the leader of the Warriors' elite bench unit. He said, I really try to lead by example. When the first unit's playing well, we try to maintain. But when they aren't connecting quite like they should be, it's our job to come in and fix that. And Kevin, he's always been one of the team leaders in plus-minus.
A coach on the floor, D.A. Thanks. First free throw is good. Some changes for Golden State. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Young. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. And then for New York, Anthony's checked in for Lance Thomas. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Baker. And Pachulia drops them both. Steve, you were such a terrific three-point shooter in your day back in that 2001-2002 season. You led the league, in fact, in three-point percentage. You and I were having a conversation about great three-point shooters a little while ago. Did you ever think that shot would make the mark in the league that it has now made with the Currys and the Klay Thompsons and the way they're firing from distance?
You know what? Kevin, I shot it well that year. Tim Duncan, giving him a lot of credit, and David Robinson. They drew a lot of double teams. But they're not shooting a three ball right now. I shot right around that line. These guys are shooting so far out, still with a high percentage and with a lot of volume. It's unbelievable what these guys are doing now with the three ball.
Would you play differently now with the league the way it is now than you did when you played the game?
Yeah, I'd be a stretch four.
Yeah,
I mean, you start to look
right.
at it, probably wouldn't be playing the point guard position, probably be a stretch four.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for New York. Both free throws good from Rose.
A point guard, Derrick Rose, a former MVP, so hard to watch because we know once he was at the top of his game. Game is kind of slipping because of the injuries, but he's still a great player in this league.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. He kicks it to Lee, feeds it to Noah. The pass to Porzingis. Lays it up and banks it in. Porzingis has got 8 points. And I think, Steve, the thing with Rose we have to emphasize is that he is still a great player. It's just that he isn't nearly as dominant as he once was.
You talk about Derrick Rose before the injuries, arguably was the best player in the league at times. Now you see him, like you said, still able to be good, and that's what you like about him, still can compete.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay. No defensive pressure. That's a three-point attempt he loved to have back.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Curry with it. He's picked up by Lee. And the Warriors miss again.
His shot's been inconsistent tonight, but teammates are picking up the slack, keeping them ahead in the score.
That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lee's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Curry dishes to Pachulia. It's good. Pachulia's got 4 this quarter.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
The mid-range jump shot, he's so comfortable. He's got such a great feel from that distance.
Noah with a screen on Curry. Rose kicks it to Noah. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Connects from three-point range. He's got 13.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Picked by West. Curry passes to Durant. Pachulia with the screen on Anthony. No good from Durant. For New York, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Green, he's checked in for David West. So it's the Knicks now. Lee kicks it to Noah. And Noah with the slam.
That's a huge play by Noah. Just a vicious dunk on that play.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Kicks to Durant. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Now here's Anthony. He's coming off a 19-point game against Phoenix.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Rose kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Lee. 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Rose. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
Derrick Rose inside is a treat to watch because watch how high he gets off the floor.
Green with a screen on Rose. And Green now, top of the key, launches it. It's hauled in by Noah. Noah's got 7 rebounds in the game. The Knicks leading by 3. Rose dishes to Noah. Back to Rose. It's stolen by Curry. Green passes to Durant. Taken away by Anthony. Lee goes in. And Lee with the stuff.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt that could be a gigantic swing in momentum given how that sequence developed.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Rose kicks to Porzingis. Back to Rose. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. And then for New York, Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Lee. The free throw drops for Rose. Smitty is an NBA veteran. What were some of the things you missed the least about playing on the road?
Just trying to fill time. You know, after shoot around, you get finished around 12, and then sometimes the game is not until 7, so you don't have that much time. But those days off, everybody's at work, and you're just roaming around the city.
Yeah.
You got to really get close to your teammates, do some things like going to the movies, having dinner, and basically getting your rest.
Routine's a big deal, isn't it?
It is, and obviously the one good thing you can do is get into the weight room and work on your body on the off time and give your body some rest. He delivered that pass right on the spot to his teammate who was on the move.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. And it's Golden State with another.
Thompson looking totally comfortable. Such a beautiful release.
New York calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. New York leading by 6. Rose with the ball. He's got 9. New York moving it around. Hardaway dishes to O'Quinn. To the inside. 6 to shoot. Stolen by McGee. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Warriors.
And they really feasted from beyond the arc. Quantity and quality. Boy, they filled it up. And when you can punish a defense like that from long range, it can be demoralizing.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 11. There's the dish to Green. Iguodala kicks to McGee. Iguodala with it. Noah picks him up. Iguodala, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the paint. Here's O'Quinn. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
You love the closeout on that possession.
I love it because you don't give up on the play. Just that little contest bothered his shot.
Now here's Anthony. Following the miss by Draymond Green. And Noah with the slam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Livingston. Goes back up. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from McGee.
He is simply one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. He never quits on the glass.
There's the pick. Outside Hardaway. Got a piece of it. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Jacks up a 3. The Warriors pull it in. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Thompson for the triple. Here's McGee, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Knicks lead.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
Second chance points can kill you. You must concentrate on the defensive glass.
And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala, another shot. Livingston, that's good.
Gotta love how he didn't give up on the glass, and because of that effort, he comes up with the putback on the offensive rebound.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
You know, after all these years, you have to be impressed with Andre Iguodala's defense. He can guard 1 through 5. Yes, I said 1 through 5. And what I think he does best, he stays in position and he contests all shots.
Iguodala and his defense are still remarkable, and his ability to strip a player going up is still one of the best in the game.
Yeah, he takes that initial bump, great timing, quick hands, long arms. He's fantastic on the defensive end.
And the Warriors making a change here. Young's checked in. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here's Baker. He's got 6. There's the screen. Here's Hernan Gomez. Guarded by McGee. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Inside, here's McGee, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, it's been a long time coming to be able to say this, but I'm starting to sense some hope and optimism with this Knicks basketball team. I mean, they're in a good spot financially. They're going to have flexibility in terms of filling out that roster. And then you've got a core of young talent that is exciting the fan base and which you can build around.
Just 4 to shoot. That shot a little beyond his normal range. Thomas got his first 3 points of the game. Warriors trail by 4. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Back to Livingston. Second chance shot, and the layup good by McGee. McGee's got 11 points.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Passes it to Baker. Here's Hernan Gomez. Stolen by McGee. Iguodala outside. Hardaway with the steal. Pass to O'Quinn. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. And for the Knicks and their positive outlook, when New York has a Knicks team that they love, that can capture the hearts of the entire city.
And you have some of the most diehard fans in the world wearing Knicks colors. There's no doubt about it. You can see the team also has improved the ball movement and the team play in the last couple seasons. Knicks are starting to become a team that is exciting to watch, win or lose.
Here's Baker. The Warriors making the shot. From 10 feet out, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And a season full of records for the Golden State Warriors. 73 wins, a 24-0 start, 34 road wins. Steve, 54 consecutive wins at home. Of all those, which record impresses you the most?
Well, I think 73 wins, because you have to be able to do all that to get to 73. People were calling them lucky. I don't think so. It takes a lot to be able to win 73 wins in this league.
David West, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And he sinks the second.
And the Knicks overhauling their roster with some big names. Of course, the former Bulls, Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah, but also shooting guard Courtney Lee, who I think can definitely help them with his defense and shooting.
It's deflected.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For New York, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
The first one falls. And so Quinn nails both of them. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the half. Now here's Livingston. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. McGee a screen on its way from Young for 2. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. New York ahead, up 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they're doing a great job of pushing the action and getting to the foul line. They aren't just pulling up for uncontested shots. They're making the defense react to them. In transition, on the dribble, and with those quick cuts, they're in attack mode. That's dangerous. To beat them, you need to force them to play more defensively.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
Just awesome on-court awareness, knowing when to take it to the hole as well as dish it out. That's why he is such a crucial member to this team.
Warriors trail by 5. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Durant in at the small forward position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Pachulia kicks to Livingston. He dishes it to Green. Back to Livingston. Over in the corner, Pachulia. It's Durant on the wing. That doesn't go either for Durant.
If you're trying to figure out why these guys can't catch up, his inconsistent shooting is a good place to start.
Basket counts. Porzingis has got the first field goal of the second half for the Knicks.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
It's a beautiful jam.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen the Warriors become a powerhouse franchise, but sometimes great teams can overlook opponents. Coach Kerr takes a cue from Greg Popovich and talks about what he calls appropriate fear. Draymond Green explained, you're not going to be scared or back down from anyone, but have appropriate fear, which just means respect them. Respect that they can beat you. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. It's always about focus. Steph Curry's checked in for the Warriors. And you have to give credit to Derrick Rose. He has improved a great deal in his ability to reduce mistakes in his ball handling. Always has had, Steve, great handle, but now he is just avoiding bad situations, it seems.
You know, at times when you have that experience, you play for a while, the game slows down. And I think for Derrick Rose, he's getting a chance to see the game at a speed that he's so comfortable, knowing that he needs teammates to win basketball games, and he is doing a nice job of not turning it over.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Dishes it to Carmelo. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Anthony's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
Great play calling. The execution, 3 for 3 to start the half.
To the inside. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 13.
The patience from Thompson there, allowing the shot to develop inside. Outstanding at letting the game come to him.
Rose kicks to Lee. And there's the pass to Porzingis. To the left side wing. Noah the screen. Rose passes to Anthony. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Anthony with the bucket.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Inside. Green with a screen for Thompson. Now the feed to Pachulia. Nice open look, but it's no good.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Out to Porzingis. The 3. And no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Thompson in the corner. And it's Thompson again missing.
No defensive pressure. That's a 3-point attempt. He loved to have that.
He gives them a double-digit lead. And that's 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And the Warriors a very good defensive team, Steve, whether they're playing big or going small.
A reason why they have intelligent guys that know how to play the game of basketball on the defensive end. They switch a lot, they get their hands in the passing lane, and they are great communicators.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Defense has been atrocious lately for them. You can't blame him at all for wanting to address that here in this timeout.
And a look here at the shot chart.
And when you come into a game with the mindset of going right at the rim and not settling for outside shots, this is what your shot chart will look like. Every chance they've had to either attack the paint or play back to the basket, they've taken it, and it's been a complete success thus far.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 8th in three-point shooting and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Rose kicks to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Feeds to Pachulia. He kicks to Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Rose kicks to Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Warriors trail by 12. And here is Curry. He's got 8, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Curry. Durant's got 11.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Anthony dishes to Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
Green passes to Durant. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Noah. Noah's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Porzingis kicks to Rose. Porzingis passes to Anthony. Tries from 10, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and two shots coming up. And a bit of an end of an air when Joakim Noah left Chicago. Many figured he'd be a Bull for life, but with a reduced role and issues with others in the organization, Steve, it seemed like the writing was on the wall.
Yeah, for Joakim Noah, one of those guys you just said, hey, he's always going to be there. But I think the injuries and them being able to play at a high level without Joakim Noah, he'll definitely be missed. But it was just time for Joakim Noah to move on.
That one misses. Warriors trail by 12. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pachulia dishes to Curry. On the wing, Green. Guarded by Porzingis. Pachulia. Good work defensively by Anthony. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 16-7 run. Rose goes in. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 6 assists here tonight.
And that's the Derrick Rose of old. Full speed ahead and bursting to the rim.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Porzingis with the steal. Anthony in the corner. And it's off the back rim. No good. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Rose attacking, and that one drops for him. Rose has got 16 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Curry kicks to Pachulia. Outside Durant. Green, the screen. Thompson from long range. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 5th foul. Some changes for Golden State. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for Draymond Green. And Nick Young is subbed in for Klay Thompson. Then for the Knicks, Thomas comes in for Joakim Noah. And it's Baker in for Derrick Rose. New York leading by 16. Here's Baker. 7 points in the game. Anthony, the pass to Lee. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. This is his first free throw of the game.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And a huge jump in the salary cap this season, Steve. And next year it really goes up by more than $40 million, probably in the next 2 years.
That's phenomenal.
Isn't that something?
Now a lot of these teams will get a chance to add even more players that can help their teams.
And both free throws good for Lee. Warriors trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
He just needs to slow the pace of this game and get his players under control here.
Hardaway's checked in for Courtney Lee. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring teams. The Warriors, #1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Shot to end this cold run. No good from Durant. The Knicks leading by 18. Pass to Hernan Gomez. To the inside. Here's Hardaway. A rebound by Young. The Warriors shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. The shot's good from McGee.
High basketball IQ right there. Saw his teammate had the advantage, so he got him the rock and let him go to work.
New York shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. Right side Hardaway. Knocks it loose. He tries for three, but they'll get another chance. Hernan Gomez passes to Hardaway. The second chance effort. McGee with the block. Here's Hernan Gomez. Hits it despite the hat. Great strong finish. And he'll go to the line for one more. That's on Nick Young. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Durant.
Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. Not a bad way to start off your coaching career. Averaged 70 wins through his first 2 years. That is unreal.
And with Kerr, there were a lot of other coaches that had great seasons, but how can you not, Steve, give the award to someone who won 73 games?
I totally agree. There were some coaches that did a fantastic job, but it came down to either Luke Walton or Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr obviously won it, and I'm happy for him.
New York leading by 17. Here's Baker. He's got 7. Kicks to Thomas. Passes it to Baker. New York moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Hardaway. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Knicks lead by 19.
Not the best pick I've ever seen, but it was just enough to get the job done.
And Young kicks to Curry. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Baker, guarded by Curry. The dish to Hardaway. The 3 from Thomas. It's rebounded by Golden State. McGee's got 7 rebounds in the game. Curry passes to Iguodala. Right side Curry. Here's McGee. Got a hand on it. And pushing it up. Here's New York. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a whole different ball game down low when this fella's lurking around.
They grab their own miss, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors trail by 17. Iguodala dishes to McGee. Back to Iguodala. And the call against Lance Thomas. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
New York on D. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. And the Warriors miss again.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
Hernan Gomez passes to O'Quinn. Fades away. No good that time. West with some nice D. And McGee kicks to Livingston. He's looking for West and finds him. Count the basket. West has got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Baker passes to Hardaway. Outside Thomas. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Thomas. Warriors trail by 17. Iguodala dishes to Livingston. Iguodala outside. McGee with no one around. That one rolling around and rims out.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Terrific court awareness to hit his teammate with a perfect pass in transition.
The Warriors shooting the ball at 42%. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Iguodala kicks to Young. Clock at 6. And it's blocked. Tries to save it. 3 on 3. Here's Thomas. Back to Hardaway. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. And it's West missing.
I like the aggressiveness, but against that type of defensive pressure, he's out of his element.
Pass to Hardaway. Out to the wing. Young with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Almost, but it rolls out. The Knicks leading by 19 points.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Tim Hardaway Jr. 2 shots.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. Hardaway hits them both. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Now Young. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Lets the 3 fly, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Knicks out front, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy, drive and kick, let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense. Play inside out when you can.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. New York leading by 21. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Knicks, Anthony is out there with Thomas. Then it's Lee, then there's Derrick Rose, and it's Porzingis in at the 5.
Clearly a foul.
And with the long ball taken over, Smitty, we've heard some different suggestions, creating a 4-point line or widening the court to give a little more space for the corner. Any of those ideas work for you?
Not at all.
You don't like
Kevin.
any of that, do you? No.
4-point play, widening the lane. What? I mean, easy.
Yeah.
That's enough. We're good right now.
Yeah. The Knicks making a switch here. Noah's checked in. And so he hits both. The Warriors shooting around 40% from the floor here. Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Rose.
Steph Curry was unanimous MVP from last season. There was no doubt he would be the MVP the way he played. He earned every first place vote for the award and swept the voting.
And what's surprising with Curry, Steve, is that there had never been a unanimous MVP before. He was the first.
Got to give him credit. We probably had some guys that should have been unanimous, like Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, but give him all the credit. He didn't vote for himself. He had a fantastic year. He did it. He done it. It's over.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
Stephen Curry is shooting better than 90% for his career at the free throw line.
New York leading by 21. Left side Rose. He feeds it to Noah. Anthony, no one around. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. 16 points for Carmelo Anthony.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Thompson passes to Curry. 2 points, that one goes.
When the basketball's in his hand and he rises up to take a jump shot, you always think he's going to get in. He is starting to catch fire, Stephen Curry.
Outside Rose. He dishes it to Anthony. And the pass to Lee. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Green against Porzingis. On the wing, Thompson. Green kicks to Pachulia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
On its way from Rose for 2, and it falls over the rim and in.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
Rose against Curry. Here's Pachulia. It's rebounded by New York.
Okay, his shot isn't there tonight. It's a major reason why they're behind. He needs to start sharing the basketball.
Green, the pass to Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
A three-point marksman. He couldn't have asked for a better look. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
Here's Anthony. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dishes it to Curry. Pachulia kicks to Durant. Count it. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half.
Really smoking the nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Rose dishes to Lee. Outside Anthony. Back to Lee. Anthony kicks to Lee. And it's blocked. Outside Anthony. Second shot opportunity. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's usually money from mid-range, but the defender got up in his shirt, took him out of rhythm.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call. Steve is a player who spent so many years in the league where career milestones such as 10,000 points or 500 games played a big deal to a player at all those individual milestone numbers?
No, not those type of numbers, Kevin. I think more importantly, the number of years you played. And I think for a lot of guys, how many wins you have. I think those are the numbers you really
All-star
look at.
appearances?
Sometimes all-star, yeah.
And certainly championships.
Championships for sure.
And you've got one. And you've got
one and one.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Lee with the ball. The feet of Vujacic. Back to Lee. New York needs to get off a shot. Porzingis can't hit.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
That kind of tier of defense is crucial to any team's success. Gotta defend the paint.
Caspi passes to Looney. Porzingis with the block. Here's Kuzminskis, defended by Durant. Well, Steve, the NBA has certainly done a lot to curb flagrant fouls or excessive force in various game situations. However, do you feel there will be always that hard foul that will come into play to some extent?
Yeah, I think so. And I think the league has done a nice job of being able to categorize them flagrant 1 or flagrant 2. Really hard sometimes to differentiate between the two, but I think it's the right call.
Some changes for Golden State. Pachulia, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Caspi, and it's Klay Thompson in for McCall. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for New York. Rose comes in for Sasha Vujacic. He hits both from the stripe. Now a timeout called by Golden State. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
You have to call timeout here. You can't let this go on any longer. This guy is on fire. They need to do something to try to cool him off. I'm sure whatever adjustments they're planning are also being taken into consideration by the other side.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
You know what? You constantly have to be making adjustments in this league if you want to stay on your game.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Curry. Well, Steve, we've heard about the idea.
When you're that long and that athletic, I'll tell you, KD has the ability to put a little extra on it.
Lee kicks to Anthony. Back to Lee. Feeds it to Carmelo. Noah dishes to Rose. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Curry. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Free throw, good, Rose.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
And Rose drops them both. Warriors have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pachulia with the screen on Anthony. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make. Steve, we're seeing less and less isolation offense these days. In your experience, who is tougher to guard? An isolation scorer or a guy who's playing off the ball and running you through a bunch of screens?
The one thing about a guy running off screens, Kevin, at the end I can say, oh, I'm a little tired, I'm behind the play. Hey, switch. So I think for me, guarding a guy,
You've got him.
Isolation plays, you're on that island by yourself, you're looking around. The ISO play is the one that's harder individually.
Noah kicks to Anthony. And there's the call on Pachulia. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Lee passes to Noah and finished off by Noah.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Warriors trail by 20. To the inside, Thompson, and Anthony sends it back.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Warriors have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Durant, no good.
See, when you're going into the teeth of the defense, you have to go harder. Soft lay-in won't cut it.
And finished off by Noah.
And you love to see Rose operating as a playmaker first and foremost.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Livingston, and the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his third foul of the game. Hey, Steve, we've seen more and more teams relying on high-powered offenses to lead them to wins. Is this just part of a cycle the league goes through, or is this the offensive revolution that we've been looking forward to and is well underway?
I think it's here to stay, Kevin. Reason why the rules have changed, and I think it favors the offense. No hand checking, no chucking. So ultimately you see more points on the board, Kevin.
I would think you would have loved to have played in this era of free-flowing basketball.
Yeah, you could take about 12, 15 threes a game. That would have been beautiful.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now here's Durant for the 3. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis. Knicks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Rose dishes to O'Quinn. He kicks it to Carmelo. Floats it up for Rose.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
And what's impressive to me, it's on the road. Just makes you appreciate their effort even more.
Durant kicks to Green. Pass to Pachulia. Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, second chance points again, a huge problem for this team.
Rose passes to Carmelo. Steve, as a player, how often did you go into a situation knowing that you might get a technical foul called on you for saying something to a ref?
You know, a lot of times, Kevin, I went into a referee understanding the game and saying, hey, the momentum right now needs to slow down. Sometimes I get a tech because you kind of have some outbursts. But sometimes I tell the referee, I need a tech right now. Just give me one. Without even really saying anything wrong.
And would they give it to you?
Yeah, sometimes. If not, you know, I'll just say a few choice words, and then you'll get one.
Good. Tell me that when we get off the air, okay? Thanks. And the Warriors with some changes. West comes in for Jaja Pachulia. Young is subbed in for Durant. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Young. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
West misses. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hernan Gomez passes to O'Quinn. Here's Baker, fended by West. Kicks it to Anthony. And he can't bank that one in. Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Passes to West. Lets it go from 11. West can't get that one to fall. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 10-2 run here, and they pick up 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Livingston. He's covered by Rose. Thompson for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
Rose up on top. He's covered by Livingston. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Livingston kicks to Green. The dish to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Baker passes to Carmelo. Pass to Baker. Drops in the layup for 2.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Green. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for New York. Outside Rose. It's stolen by Livingston. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Livingston is running. Count the basket. 8 points for David West.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
He thrives in the open court. Such an aggressive finisher.
New York moving the ball around. And the shot goes in.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
That explains the gap on the scoreboard. Attacking offense against a defense that's far too relaxed.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Outside Anthony. Back to Rose. Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Hernan Gomez, no good.
Wow, see, that's a shot you hate to miss. Point blank range, too.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for New York.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone. Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Derrick Rose.
You can see he's a one-of-a-kind talent when he puts on a performance like this. He influenced every area of this game. On defense, he was a thorn in their side all night. On offense, he was a weapon. That's getting the job done.
Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out, and he hits the jump shot.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, their team got manhandled, taken to school on their home court.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Young dishes to McGee. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Just 2 to shoot. But they'll get another chance. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Joe. Congrats on the win. Seems like you guys really brought the emotion. How big is it to do that on the road?
It was just a big win for us. Be able to take one on the road like this is huge. Now we got a little momentum. Stay focused, and this is what it's all about. It's a lot of fun.
You against the world. We got it done tonight. Thanks, Joe. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan player of the game, Derrick Rose. Kenny, what did you like about his game?
Man, this was one of those nights that Derrick Rose could not be stopped. He was so strong attacking the basket that this was the mindset of him all night. Attack, attack, attack. You understand what I said? I said attack.
Reminds me of myself. His field goal percentage was all the way up in the 60s. Not that I like talking about myself, but it was a very steady night for him. You don't shoot well without working hard, and he never stopped battling to get the best look possible. Smart, efficient basketball he was playing. Thanks for showing me.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. The long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.